What is going on, fellow Redliners? Welcome back to another video. I hope you guys have been well. I know I've been absent from the channel for quite a while now, about 2 weeks. I have a reason, a rhyme reason. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys, well, already would have known. It's because I've broken my GH5 camera lens, and that has been on back order for a long time. So instead, I've been providing you guys content on Instagram with like roll racing, stuff like that. Stuff that I can just film quickly on my phone and upload it on Instagram. So that is to say, if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, well, you guys really should, at the.redliner. If you guys want an update video, I know you guys have been waiting for it, so I'm gonna deliver it today, and we also got new modifications coming for the Corvette. So if you guys appreciate that and are looking forward to that, please make sure to hit that thumbs up button. We've been on a roll lately. We've getting like 50, 60, 70 thumbs up videos, so let's see if we can break that 50 mark barrier on this video as well. If you guys do, I really do appreciate it. It's been really helping YouTube push out my videos, so please just quickly go hit that thumbs up button. I really appreciate it. For now, we're filming on this Canon, so I hope the sound video quality is satisfactory until I manage to go and get another GH5 lens, which is very expensive and on back order, fortunately, just my luck. The observant viewer will also note that the Gen is currently on jack stands. It's currently lifted up. It's a lifted truck, if you will. I'm just kidding. But that is a project ongoing right now, so you guys will see a video of that coming out very shortly. Today's video is about the Corvette, though. We are going to talk about the service thing because I, well, kind of left you guys in the dark. I did give you guys an update on Instagram, but it wasn't a very thorough one. So I will let you guys know what's going on with this guy. Did they end up doing the warranty work or not? That is coming up along with today's video of modifications coming. We're going to go pick up the mods first. Alright homies, we got one box. This is for dialing in the Corvette in the next couple weeks. Well, part of what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna give that video away too much. And then this is the modification that I was talking about. You guys can see it there. It is brutally windy and freezing, as usual in the Arctic here. Spring, guys, spring. It's almost May, but negative 20 degrees, why not? We're off to Advanced Auto in just a sec to go pick up some more stuff. Alright, so finish up at Advanced Auto. We have a shitload of brake fluid, brake cleaner, and some more clutch fluid over here. This is for the Vette. This is for the project I'm working on with the Gen. You guys will find out all about that momentarily, well, in the next few videos. And of course, we got the modification for the Vette. Let's head back out home and let's give you guys an update as to what happened with the Vette. Alright Redliners, obviously with the change of attire next day here, I kind of ran out of daylight yesterday and I wanted to make a proper video, so I'm sorry we're going to bridge both together, and I'm sorry if the clothing's not ideal. I'm planning on wrenching on the Gen right after I make this video, so I'm trying to kill two birds with one stone today. But we did pick up the modification for the Vette. If you guys know what that is, well, leave it in the comment section down below. We got some exciting times. We got some modifications for the Vette. I'm doing some performance mods on the Gen, and the GTR is coming back on the channel in the next, well, 2 weeks or so, weather dependent. It is like 24 degrees right now and snowing, or light snow anyways. But nevertheless, I am upbeat and hoping that I can get the GTR out of storage and back into the garage and back into the hooting nature of the channel in the next, well, 2 weeks or so, give or take. Anyways, I got the goods that you guys want to see here. Let's hop on in. This is literally the invoice or whatever that the dealership gave me. I've just covered up my personal information for obvious reasons, so let's dive into it and let's go for a Corvette cold start first of all. Now guys, this Corvette cold start's gonna be, well, pretty loud, I think. Louder than a normal Corvette cold start because I haven't started it in about, I don't know, a week and a half since we've had some shitty weather and crap like that. So hopefully this Canon mic picks it up, I don't know. Alright guys, so let's go through this invoice one line at a time. So the first line here, number A, or letter A I should say, it says concerned about the seat not moving back. And you guys would know that this would have been the second time that I would be taking my car back for this exact same issue. Basically on the Corvettes, for those of you that don't know, the seat's supposed to basically move back when you open the door. It does that, no problem. So if I was to, let's say, turn the car off right now, open my door, you can see it. The seat moves back. Perfect. That's exactly how it's supposed to work, okay? So let's say, assume that I get out of the car now. I'm the Corvette now thinks I've departed the vehicle. Now, when you go and come back into the vehicle, once you get in, you can set it to so that once you open the door, it goes back into the position, or when you turn the ignition on, it basically goes back in the same position that it was previously. Now, the problem is it doesn't do that. So let's say I'll be re-entering the car now. So I'll go open the door, close it, and as soon as I hit this ignition button, which I've just done, this seat's supposed to move back. I've explained that thoroughly to the dealership both times, the 2 times that I took it there, explained it to them, and guess what, guys? They came back and said they couldn't identify the issue and that I hadn't explained my concerns enough. I spent probably 10 minutes going over it with them like twice, and they've wasted my time now twice. Still said that they couldn't identify it, and the seat seems to be working perfectly. Does this look like it's working perfectly to you? No. Every time I got to do it, I got to hit this button, and everything, long hold, and everything comes back into place. Super annoying. And guys, you guys gotta understand, like, I'm pretty sure this dealership is just completely incompetent and or just a bunch of haters or idiots doing their job, because I've explained this as thoroughly as anyone could, and super nice. Despite the fact that I was mad at them, I still kept my cool, tried to be very nice with them, and explain the whole situation, and you know, explain to them how they're gonna do it, how they need to fix it, and what they need to, you know, address. And the second time that I've taken, they've just wasted even more of my time. So it's so frustrating being me. And you know, this is such a simple issue. It's either a mechanism that stopped working, or they need to reprogram a module or replace a module or something along those lines. But the fact that they've blown my time twice, and then they asked me to come back a third time and re-explain the same issue for them to address. First of all, you guys know, because of the last video, I told you guys I would never be taking my Corvette back there, and this instance and the way I was treated again. So back the first time, you guys, if you guys didn't watch that previous video, well, you guys should. But they treated me like absolute garbage, like complete trash, like I'm super annoyed, to be honest with you. Anyways, despite all that, they addressed my issue. They said, okay, we'll take a look at it. So I had to leave the vet there. If I didn't have to leave it there, I would never take it back. So needless to say, they rebooked me for an appointment for this. I did not take it back. I have an appointment on Monday, take it to a different dealership. It's actually the same dealership that I service the Gen with. It's the same dealership group. So it's like, you know, if you have like Mike's dealership, they have like Kia, they have Hyundai, they have Corvette or Chevy, they have whatever, Lexus, whatever. So it's the same chain of dealerships, and I've had nothing but a pleasant experience with their dealership. So that's why I decided to take it. I should have done that originally. It's just about 15-20 minutes further away from my house than this one was, so hence why I took it this one, hoping that they would give me decent service, but it wasn't the case. Anyways, guys, let's hop into line item number 2 here. Basically the rotors, which is the biggest problem here. So obviously you guys would have known that I told you guys that there was a service bulletin. So last time I brought it to them, the rotors were warped. No, they weren't warped. Sorry, they had uneven wearing, and I showed them that, and they said no, that's not covered under warranty. So me being the person I am, quick recap for those of you guys that haven't watched the first video. Me being the person I am, I always do some research and see if it's normal. It's newer car. It shouldn't be like that, in my opinion. I hadn't hooned it. I followed the braking procedure, and yeah, I did get up to speeds after that, but it's a sports car. Like, it's not like you're not supposed to do hard braking in it. And I didn't take it to the track. I was just street driving, and there's really, you can hoon on the street, but there's only so much you can do on the street. So anyways, despite that, I did my research and looked like, oh wow, there was a service bulletin for the exact same issue. Thousands of cars, of Corvettes, both Z51s like mine and the Grand Sports without the carbon ceramics were affected by it. And what they were supposed to do is, instead of being a recall, since it didn't affect all rotors, it's only the ones that were affected. So it's by a case-by-case basis. But if they show the same problem, they're supposed to replace it. And this dealership told me, nope, not the case originally on the first time. And they argued with me. They yelled at me. The service manager and service advisor both yelled at me. No words. I'm just gonna leave that the way it is. Anyways, so and in the end, look at what they ended up doing. Guys, look at that. So, first thing you see here, check for pulsation, and the wear basically showed them that there was too much excessive lateral wear, or excessive lateral runout right there, greater than GM specs. So, what did they end up doing? Guess what, guys? They replaced everything under warranty. So the one that they were telling me, absolutely denial, no, we're not even gonna look at it. Guess what, guys? I was right. I knew I was right. And all they would have had to do, honestly, they could have just accepted the fact. Professional service would have accepted the fact. They would have looked into it. Actually, they would have known about the issue previously when I complained about it. They would have done the research, done their due diligence, found the service bulletin, and addressed my concern the first time. Not that I would have to take it back for the second time, and then the second time argue with me and you know, just make themselves look like complete idiots. Like, I've never seen this much, like, it's just terrible. Anyways, well, I ranted about that in the first video, so I'm not going to do that. And I figured I'd give you guys a look at the new brakes. They seem to be wearing in just fine. Obviously, I haven't really got a chance to test them from like 100+ miles an hour in terms of stopping, which is, I mean, I probably have a few times and they were fine, no vibrations. Those were the rears, and here are the fronts. They probably have, I don't know, 25 to 50 miles on them, and they are going well. Hopefully they don't, actually this model that they did is supposed to resolve all the problems that the previous the previous model had, so everything should be good. So let's hop back into the vehicle. But the fact that they replaced it for me, and then when I went to pick up my vehicle, not only did they not fix a seat, which again, they didn't fix a seat, that they treated me like absolute crap. They didn't even apologize for their lack of knowledge, their lack of failure, their lack of being idiots. They just completely ignored it after that. Basically chucked me this, gave me my keys, and said, yeah, have a good day, we'll rebook you for the seat. Jim Tubmans, man, you guys, if I can address my concerns, I probably will, actually. I will. I'm not this type of person. You guys know me on the channel. I'm a calm individual. I'm very mellow. I don't like to like bash anyone's business or bash anyone personally in any way, shape, or form. But this one, I think I will probably go out of my way to address a concern, either via Google review or file it with GM Canada or GM United States as well, because this is terrible. Anyways, let's go for a quick little drive. We're going to pick up some parts for the Gen, which you guys, I don't know why I'm showing you that. The garages are closed, but we're going to pick up some performance parts for the Gen. I figured I'd take the Corvette. I have enough space here to put it in. We'll go for a quick drive. I haven't driven in about a couple weeks, so we'll do that. I'll give you some hoon clips, and basically this is going to conclude today's video. But let's get some pulls in before we do that. Here we go. Oh, sideways we go. Woo! No traction, gang, boys. No traction, gang. Came back here to show you the dealership facility. Here is where you should not go if you guys live in the Ottawa area. Do not come here. All right, guys, that's gonna effectively do it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed this one, found it informative, or if it helped you know about your brake system and you know what to watch for in the Corvette, please give it a big thumbs up. I very much appreciate it. I've tagged this video for brakes, Chevy Corvette brakes, just brakes in general. So please give it a thumbs up. Make sure YouTube puts it in its search algorithm so other Corvette owners or other, you know, just GM parts owners don't go to this location. They choose someone else because, well, you guys saw the runaround that I got at that dealership. Jim Tubmans, you guys are horrible. If you guys did, please hit that thumbs up. Let's do one last pull as I sign off. Woo! I'll see you guys next video.